Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the English with Gemma podcast, your go to place for turning English practice into progress. Let me just clear my throat. I've made a rookie mistake. I just set myself up on my bed and I forgot my glass of water. And if I move, I'm going to have to restart filming because I have my laptop and my microphone and everything on my lap. So let's pray for me and hope that I can get through this episode without a single sip of water. It's going to be a struggle, you guys. No, I'll be fine. I just wanted to start off this episode by saying thank you so much for all of your support on the YouTube channel and on Spotify. I absolutely just love reading everyone's comments. You have all been so supportive, and I love reading your stories and connecting with you guys. So please keep leaving me comments, keep chatting with me. It it's one of the most exciting parts about all of this for me is actually hearing that the content that I've been creating is useful for you. It's just like the best feeling ever. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. It's really been amazing recently, and so many of you have reached out and you're all so kind. And yeah, I just wanted to quickly say I really appreciate it. Okay. Sorry. If you're listening with headphones on Spotify, I apologize. So, today I have for you a topic which I think we've all had contact with this topic. We've all had an experience with this topic, whether it's good or bad or maybe neutral. We've all been here, I'm sure. So, we are diving into the addictive nature of, dun, da, 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 you guessed it, Duolingo. I just want to start off by saying this is not sponsored. They are not paying me. I wish that they were, but they're not. So, yeah, just a disclaimer, this is not sponsored content. I just really thought it would be an interesting topic. It's something that comes up all the time in my classes, in conversations with fellow teachers, in conversations with students or followers. Like, even my family members have been using Duolingo, and I've used it myself. So I just thought it would be a topic that's kind of relevant to everybody. So, as you probably know, Duolingo is super popular. It has millions of users worldwide, and Duolingo has, whether you like it or not, really succeeded in turning language learning into a daily habit for so many people. So, what's the secret behind its appeal? Today, I am going to be referencing an article from the BBC, which is titled The Simple Formula That Made Duolingo a Daily Habit for Millions. So, I just wanted to share that that is my source. And I will be reading from this article and, yeah, referencing the article quite a lot. So, let's explore why Duolingo keeps us coming back for more and why is it kind of addictive. Section 1 is the Duolingo phenomenon. Let's start with some impressive numbers. Duolingo has over 500 million users globally, making it one of the most popular language learning apps available. But what exactly draws people to this platform? One key factor, which you've probably noticed, is something called gamification. Gamification. Duolingo has successfully transformed learning into a game like experience. As you complete the lessons, you earn XP, which stands for experience points, which contributes to your overall level in the application of Duolingo. But it's more than just the points, because if you've used Duolingo before, you probably know all about the streaks. So, if you practice every day, you build up what we call in English a streak. And a streak is when you do something consecutively for many days. So, this streak really helps you motivate yourself because you don't want to lose your streak. You don't want to skip one day because then it's so unsatisfying when you lose your streak. So, a lot of users report feeling a strong urge to maintain their streaks, which leads them to engage more with the application, even when they might otherwise skip a day or they want to skip a day. And this is the competitive aspect that creates a fun challenge, and this really keeps users hooked, addicted. So think about it. How many times have you felt that rush of accomplishment when you see a streak increase? Whether it's like for a game or for me personally, I meditate every morning using an application called Insight Timer, and you also have streaks on that. And I love keeping my streak, and I get really sad and disappointed when I lose my streaks. In section two, we will talk briefly about the science behind habit formation. And I just want to say if this is something that interests you, the science behind habit formation, feel free to check out my episode. I think it's episode 2 on the Spotify, on the podcast. And I believe it's just simply called Atomic Habits. And this podcast episode and also YouTube video, if you prefer to watch the video version, both are based off of the book Atomic Habits. And it's quite interesting. And if you want more of this type of topic, feel free to check out that episode. So let's talk about the science behind habit formation. One key concept that was highlighted in the BBC article that I read was something called variable rewards. This principle is rooted in behavioral psychology and particularly in the work of somebody called B.F. Skinner, who studied how rewards can reinforce behavior. Duolingo employs variable rewards by offering immediate feedback after each exercise. So when you complete a question, you find out instantly if you got it right or wrong. And that instant gratification is addictive. And it triggers the release of dopamine in your brain, which is the same chemical that contributes to feelings of satisfaction and pleasure. And if you've used Duolingo before, you know that little sound like doo doo, doo doo. I'm probably not doing it right. Like dee dee. It's higher. Okay, I'm not a sound effects expert, but you know what I'm talking about. When you get a question right, there's that little like doo doo sound, and it's so satisfying, and that like your brain gets addicted to that sound. So it's really satisfying. Sorry, it's really fascinating how these small victories can build a strong desire to keep going, keep learning. And research shows that even just the anticipation of a reward can motivate behavior. So when you log into Duolingo, you might be motivated just by the possibility of achieving a new milestone or earning a trophy. It's not even just getting the reward, it's like the anticipation of getting it and the suspense. It's all part of it. So, as you achieve these small victories, like mastering a new skill or leveling up, you're not just learning, but you're reinforcing a habit. And this cycle of reward and reinforcement keeps users returning to the app day after day. In the next section, we'll briefly talk about social and community elements of the application of Duolingo. So, another important aspect is feeling like you're part of a community. And Duolingo allows us to feel like this because it allows users to connect with your friends, track your progress, and even compete on leaderboards, like compete in a competition and see who's doing the best, who's at the top of the leaderboard. This community engagement adds another layer of motivation. You know, if you're a competitive person, you want to do well, you want to win, and you want to see your name as number one on that leaderboard. So it's going to motivate you to continue to use the app. Like when you see that your friend has completed more lessons than you, it can spark that competitive spirit. And many users share their milestones on social media and celebrate their progress. You can link it. I think you can post it directly to your Instagram. This sense of community fosters a supportive environment where users can engage with one another. Excuse me. If I had my glass of water, this wouldn't be happening. Just saying. I don't know who I'm saying it to. I guess I'm saying it to myself because I'm mad at myself. Also, I'm wearing a headband today, and I normally never wear headbands, and it's killing me. It's like it's hurting me behind my ears. Oh, I don't know why I thought this was it's a cute like hairstyle, but why plastic headbands are such a bad idea. Like hard plastic on your ears and your head is not smart. But it's only hurting my right ear, not my left ear. Anyways, sorry. Let's get back into it. So, I've spoken to several learners and people that use Duolingo in my life, and they've shared that their Duolingo journey with friends not only helps them stay accountable, but also made the learning more enjoyable. Some even form study groups or challenges to see who can maintain their streaks the longest, which is so nerdy, but it's kind of cute. Sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm really struggling. Okay, the next section is all about accessibility and inclusivity. So, Duolingo has made language learning available to anyone with a smartphone or a computer. The app is free to use. Of course, there's paid features within the app, but overall it's free, which significantly broadens its appeal and democratizes language education. So that's pretty cool. Like anyone can access it, and that's something I really like about it. So, like, imagine someone in a rural area with limited access to traditional language classes. Duolingo can provide that platform for them where they can learn at their own pace without the constraints of geography and location or financial commitments. So, this accessibility of Duolingo is a significant factor in its popularity. Duolingo offers courses in over 30 languages, which before I researched for this episode, I actually didn't know that. I assumed I actually thought they had more languages. I guess 30 is quite a lot, but I don't know. I thought they had a lot more. Maybe I'm just confused, but they have 30 languages, sorry, over 30 languages. And this goes from Spanish to French to more niche languages like Swahili and Welsh. This inclusivity not only attracts a diverse user base, but it also fosters a global community of learners. And when you log into the app, you're joining millions of other people from all around the world. In the next segment, we're going to talk about this balance between language learning and fun. And I think it's the most prominent reason why Duolingo is so successful because they have gamified and made it fun. And I also think that's one of the reasons, in my personal opinion, as an English teacher, I love Duolingo, but I do think it's quite limited in like what you can really learn from it because it is more like a game. And if you really want to get into the deeper level of language learning and you want to achieve fluency, realistically, are you going to be able to do that with just Duolingo? In my humble opinion, no. Do I think it's a great option for people who are just starting out and just need to get over that hurdle of like beginner fear before they start taking real English classes? Or if you're going to travel to another country and you just want a few little words or phrases, I think it's great for that. But I do think it's quite limited because it can't go deeper than just being kind of like a game and getting you those introductory grammar structures and vocabulary, in my opinion. So, why is this app so great and addicting for us? Well, it's because, firstly, it features bite sized lessons. So, really short lessons. You don't need to dedicate much time. And you can easily fit that into your busy lives. Like one of the main reasons people tell me that they're not able to take classes is because they just don't have time. And while I do believe that could be true for some, I think it's a matter of prioritizing and really taking your English learning seriously and making the time. But if you really do feel overwhelmed and you still want to do something to, um, you know, contribute to your language learning journey, I think Duolingo is a great option. So let's say you only have about 10 minutes to spare. Duolingo will allow you to squeeze in a quick little lesson without feeling too stressed and overwhelmed. This engaging interface with the bright colors, the cute little owl, the green owl, I think his name is Duo, and playful animations, the weird little people like the grandma and the goth girl, the bear. There's like, I don't know, it's very what's the word? It's like not iconic. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's easy to remember and it's like it's fun, it's cute. It makes learning feel less like a chore and more like a game, like I said. Additionally, Duolingo adapts to different learning styles. So, whether you're a visual learner who benefits from images and graphics, or an auditory learner who thrives on listening, the exercises in Duolingo have something for everyone and all types of learners. And I think this personalization enhances the learning experience too. So, to wrap up, we've explored several reasons why Duolingo has become such an addictive platform for so many language learners, from gamification to this variable reward system, social connection, feeling like you're part of a community. Accessibility, the fact that it's free. It's clear that the people at Duolingo have really mastered the art of habit formation and making a really fun and addictive language learning app. So, I really encourage you in the comments to engage in a discussion and share your own experiences with the app. Have you used Duolingo before? Um, what did you think about it? Is it something that you use for extra practice right now? Yeah, let me know. I'm sure everybody has used it at some point in their lives. And yeah, I would love to feel, I would love, no, I would not love to feel you guys. Sorry. I would love to hear how you feel. Listen, it's a Friday and it is 7, what time is it? It is 6:54 p.m. on a Friday night. My brain is gone. It is on weekend mode, okay? That is why I'm a little bit out of it, not gonna lie. So yes, please comment on the video. Let me know what you think about Duolingo. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend that you give it a try. Um, it can't hurt and it's something fun and it's good for extra practice. So, yeah, let me know. Share your thoughts as always. And thank you guys for tuning in this week. And I'll see you next week. Have a great one. Bye.